the Ukrainian forces are well aware of the threat posed by Russia's Shahed drones. Now, Russia is once again developing new tactics for their use. How effective will this new strategy be? Before we delve deeper into Russia's new military tactics involving drones, it's worth first highlighting a weapon that has recently become increasingly prominent on the battlefield: the Russian version of the Shahed-136, known as the Geran 2. In recent days, footage circulating has shown how these kamikaze drones are once again being deployed, this time in an attack on the Sumy region. The use of the Geran 2 in this assault not only demonstrates Russia's growing reliance on drones, but also underscores the real threat they pose on the front lines. Bulgarian military have also reported on the incident, highlighting its significance within the context of Moscow's latest military strategies. Was there something different about this attack? Let's dive deeper. Footage that surfaced on April 19, 2025, reveals an intriguing development in the evolution of low-cost unmanned aerial vehicles. The main focus of the video isn't the strike itself, but rather how the strike was executed, from the drone's own point of view, with impressive precision. What truly sets this footage apart is the presence of an advanced electro-optical station on the drone used in the attack. This new feature marks a significant leap in the capabilities of UAVs like this one, which has so far been known as the Geran 2, a kamikaze drone typically reliant on pre-programmed flight paths and inertial navigation systems. Now, however, the embedded technology appears to be transforming the fundamental nature of the drone. The visuals in the footage show exceptionally clear and sharp imagery, indicating the presence of a suite of advanced sensors not seen in earlier versions. The addition of the electro-optical station, likely including a thermal imaging camera and a daytime camera, grants the drone new capabilities: real-time target surveillance, in-flight strike adjustments, and possibly even higher levels of autonomy. In other words, what was once merely a pre-programmed suicide weapon may have evolved into a far more flexible platform for both reconnaissance and attack, reshaping the way we view low-cost drone warfare. During the rehearsal for the 2025 Victory Day parade held in Alabino, Moscow region, attention was drawn to an unusual sight. Amid the rows of military vehicles and defense systems on display, the Russian army unveiled its latest mobile launcher system for the Geran 2 loitering munition, a development that marks a significant shift in modern combat tactics. This launcher system is mounted on the robust KamAZ 6358x8 military truck chassis, a vehicle long known for its durability in rough terrain and versatility in various military roles. However, this time, the KamAZ appeared different. Its front cabin had been reinforced with armored plates, providing protection for the crew against small arms fire and shrapnel. This design clearly indicates an intention to bring the system closer to the front lines, moving strike capability nearer to the heart of battle. At the rear of the vehicle, a single-rail launcher is installed, designed to deploy the Geran 2 drone, which has become a key component in Russia's unmanned aerial operations. Several additional munitions are neatly stored at the rear of the system, ready to be launched at short notice. The combination of the truck's mobility and the drone's rapid deployment capability makes this system a fast, agile, and difficult-to-track threat. Strategically, this system offers several significant advantages. First, its ability to relocate quickly makes it harder for the enemy to detect and target the launcher, thereby increasing its operational survivability in the field. Second, being positioned closer to the front lines shortens the time it takes for drones to reach their targets. This not only boosts the efficiency of strikes, but also enables faster reconnaissance and more responsive reactions to shifting battlefield conditions. Moreover, the blend of high mobility, extended range, and precision strikes offered by the Geran 2 allows for dynamic and sustained reconnaissance strike missions. All of this is achieved with relatively minimal logistical demands, an effective formula in modern warfare, which relies heavily on speed, flexibility, and technology. This represents a clear direction in Russia's evolving military strategy. The Russian Geran 2 is designed to meet the operational needs of the Russian military, emphasizing cost efficiency, ease of use, and long-range strike capabilities. Geran 2 is capable of reaching a maximum speed of around 180 kilometers per hour and has an operational range of up to 2,000 kilometers. This capability allows it to patrol designated areas before ultimately striking enemy targets. Interestingly, in its latest version, this drone is reportedly equipped with a thermobaric warhead, a significant upgrade that greatly enhances its destructive power, especially against enemy defensive positions and fortified infrastructure. Geran 2 is frequently used in various military operations due to its practicality and lethal effectiveness. One recent example of its deployment occurred in Zaporizhzhia, where the Geran 2 successfully struck a temporary deployment area of Ukrainian armed forces personnel. This was not the first such strike, as the Geran 2 has also been recently used to target UAV launch sites, drone storage depots, military workshops, and Ukrainian explosive storage facilities. The Geran 2's strikes are not limited to Zaporizhzhia. Recently, the drone has also reportedly launched attacks in several other regions, including Kharkiv, Brovary, Poltava, Odessa, and Sumy, demonstrating its wide operational range and extended reach. So, how effective will those tactical approaches be in practice? That's all for this episode, and thanks for watching.